In this video, I'll be showing you some of my favorite cities in Spain. First off, let's take a visit to Madrid. Our first stop is the Royal Palace of Madrid. Here you can see the ceremony of the changing of the guard every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We also took a picture with a bullfighter decked out in colors of red and gold. The palace was built in the 1700s and has over 3,000 rooms, as well as a gorgeous main staircase with a stunning ceiling painted by leading artists of the time. The palace is still an official residence of the King of Spain and is often used for state ceremonies. Our next stop is Madrid's Retiro Park. It covers around 350 acres. The park originally belonged to the Spanish monarchy, but was later opened to the public. It's a gorgeous park filled with beautiful sculptures and gardens, and is truly a jewel in Madrid's city center. At the heart of the park is a large artificial lake, and for a few euros you can rent a rowboat and take a relaxing journey on the water. Next up is the Temple of Debod. This is an Egyptian temple dating back to the 2nd century BC. It was donated by the Egyptian government and sits in a beautiful park close to the royal palace. All the walking we did throughout the day made us work up quite an appetite. And at night we went in search of a good restaurant. For dinner, some of my favorite things to order are drinks and a variety of tapas. Also, grilled vegetables with bell pepper, eggplant, and tomatoes, a seafood paella. And for dessert, chocolate and churros. After dinner, we walked for a little bit longer before calling it a night. The next day, we took a day trip to Toledo. Toledo is an ancient city set on a hill in central Spain, and was once the most important political and social center of Castile. Toledo was also the scene of a blend of Christian, Arab, and Jewish cultures. The bridges here date back to the days of the Romans and the Moors, and Toledo truly appears a city frozen in time, a true gem that gives you a glimpse into the past. We continued walking until we reached the monastery of San Juan de los Reyes. This is a 15th century Franciscan monastery and church founded by the Catholic monarchs Isabella and Fernando. It has magnificent vaulted ceilings and beautiful gardens with orange trees. There is a feeling of tranquility, beauty, and elegance here that makes for a very pleasant visit. You can also take a small train to see the city's major points, or simply walk the narrow, winding streets at your own pace. Visiting Toledo felt like taking a journey back in time. It's well worth the visit and only a 30-minute train ride from Madrid. The next day we went to Madrid's Atocha train station. We boarded a train here and made our way to Sevilla. Next up is the Royal Alcazar of Sevilla. It has more than 1,000 years of history and is one of the most beautiful palaces in all of Spain. The Alcazar has a mix of Christian and Mudéjar architecture. Make sure to take your time and admire the many courtyards and halls. The Alcazar has also been featured as a location in the popular TV series Game of Thrones. The Alcazar has stunning gardens that cover an area of nearly 100,000 square meters. The gardens are filled with colorful tiles that make for amazing pictures. There are also many beautiful ponds and fountains to admire in the Alcazar.
That is so cool. That is so awesome.
The gardens seem to go on forever and make for a peaceful and leisurely walk. There are stunning views to be found everywhere you look. And many of the gardens have a fusion of Islamic and Renaissance influence. The next day we went to the famous Plaza de España, located in Maria Luisa Park. The plaza has been used over the decades as a location for several films, including Lawrence of Arabia and Star Wars. In front of the plaza is a 500-meter canal crossed by 4 bridges, and in the center is a gorgeous fountain. The fountain is a great place to take photos and cool down after a long day's walk. The 4 bridges in the plaza represent the 4 ancient kingdoms of Spain. These are Castile, Aragon, Navarre, and Leon. Plaza de España is truly gorgeous and a must-see sight. Our next stop is the Sevilla Cathedral and Giralda Tower. This is the world's largest Gothic cathedral, built between 1434 and 1517 over the remains of a mosque. Highlights include the tomb of Christopher Columbus as well as the Capilla Mayor with its impressive gold altarpiece. Next, we climbed up to the Giralda's bell tower, which incorporates the mosque's original minaret. The views from the bell tower are amazing, and you can see the entire city of Sevilla. At night, we took a leisurely stroll through the lovely streets of this city and admired our surroundings. After our walk, we ordered some delicious tapas, and shortly after we watched a flamenco performance. You can see flamenco in almost every city in Spain, whether it's at a local bar, restaurant, or a dance venue. There are also many talented street performers, and it's great to take a moment, stop what you're doing, and enjoy Spain's traditional dance. And that concludes part 1 of my favorite cities in Spain. Join me next week as I'll be showing you the stunning beachside cities of Nerja and Malaga. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.